Hello everybody, welcome to a random little video I just want to make. I'm going to call this the original trilogy of Peter Jackson. What I'm talking about the original trilogy is his first 3 films that he did before he became famous with King Kong, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit, and tons of other films and all that. Mostly I do think that King Kong elevated him, elevated Peter Jackson. Really good film, loved it. It's a pretty long film, but still enjoyed it. Still love the original King Kong from the 30s and all that. The first film, I'm not going to talk about too much because it's been really a long time since I've seen this film. But it's mostly about aliens and their leader and all that is trying to take over the planet. It's pretty much what I have to say. And they're eating humans and everything, so yeah. I'm just going to give the premise of the film. When an army of evil aliens invades Earth with the intentions of selling mankind as intergalactic hamburger meat, the New Zealand government calls in an elite team of psychotic assassins. But are those boys brutal enough to tackle the vilest villains in the universe? Get ready for the ultimate battle of flying guts, splattering brains, exploding sheep, and guzzling vomit. This is more than just one of the greatest and disgusting horror comedies ever. This is bad taste. So yeah. And the one thing I hate about the cover is this is not the original cover. This is the original cover, with the alien giving you the finger. But right here, he's not giving you the finger, he's giving you the peace sign. So yeah, this is really why I hate a lot of the time covers. Mostly why I don't like collecting films these days is, let's say, one film, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I'm never going to get the Blu-ray for the sole purpose that the cover's god-awful. It's a god-awful fucking cover. For that reason, I don't want to buy it. I'm going to keep my DVD forever. I'm never going to buy the Blu-ray because the cover's god-awful. Yeah. Okay. Next one, Meet the Feebles. Disgusting, vile, and outrageous. And we mean that lovingly. Lovingly, really awesome. Give Kermit a line of crack, give Miss Muppet a joint, and give Cookie Monster some pills and all that, and you have Meet the Feebles. Meet the Feebles is about, which I cannot remember a lot of the name of the characters, but Hippopotamus and all that, she's a really famous actress, singer, whatever. She has a husband, a hippopotamus. He really does not like her anymore. He married her like a long time ago, but she gained a lot of weight, and she's really vile and disgusting now. She gorges on all sorts of shit. So he has a romantic flick with little dog right there. Creature, whatever. And we got some other characters. The rabbit right there, who actually thinks he has AIDS. This one I cannot remember, but I do remember that. Did I remember? I think he did something, and he's in a lot of shit. And probably one of the most disgusting scene in the film that Fly has done. The rats. Probably one of my favorite scenes and most disgusting scene in the entire film is the rabbit completely gets fucking sick and gets out of the carrot on top of the like the stage and all that, and fucking pukes everywhere, like. And it's a really funny film. Another scene, the ending of the film with the hippopotamus, the big, with the big fucking machine gun, fucking killing everybody. That was awesome. That to me is the total awesomeness of the film. Not a whole lot of people have seen this film, but I would highly recommend anybody out there. If you love the Muppets, you're gonna love Meet the Feebles. I don't think they have it on Blu-ray yet, but I do hope one day that we get an ultimate edition of this with the trilogy of horror, comedy, and disgusting shit and all that, because it really deserves. How can I say this? It really deserves a trophy on a pedestal somewhere, because you don't see films like this anymore, like puppeteering films, really fucked up shit like this. You do see once in a while some really fucked up crap shit or whatever, but it's mostly gore. It's gore. There's no story. There's no characterization. I said it. The story is boring as hell. The music, bleh. I don't know. These days, it's like people, oh, we're gonna see gore. Fuck the story. Me personally, have an amazing film. You can have some gore in it. The one thing, yeah. Probably one of my favorites in my top 50 favorite films of all time, 1,000 Tears. Just the beginning of the film, man. I've never fucking seen a film like that. The beginning of the film itself, brutal. When I mean brutal, I mean brutal. Really some fucked up shit, man. Holy crap. And then the beginning of the film, the fucking clown kills a shitload of people, and some of the most brutal shit I've seen in a long fucking time. But the story after that, after the killing, it's good, but it's mostly for that scene that I would highly recommend it. For the rest of the film, it lacks at some points. It's still enjoyable, but yeah, it's not the best film ever. What other films could I actually recommend? John Carpenter's The Fog, the original Halloween. There's so many amazing horror films out there that I wished I could create or build a store just to actually only sell horror films, and just make people, or even just open a store of some amazing films, and just make people discover that there's not only Hollywood that fucking makes amazing films. There's people out there that have so much imagination, but a lot of people, if it ain't made in Hollywood, don't bother me. It's crap. And the one thing that really insulted me once, I was in class, and I wanted to bring a movie and all that, and one girl actually said in that class, if it's an old movie, I don't want to see it. So a lot of people have the mentality these days, if it's old, it's crap. Like, the movies back then, man, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and early 90s, those were the age of fucking film, even in 40s and 50s. 40s and 50s, yeah. There was a lot of amazing film back then, man, films. But yeah, I don't know, it's just the mindset of the society. There's a lot of amazing films that I do own. Probably one I haven't watched yet is Harold Lloyd, the old silent shorts from the early 20s. So yeah. What else? I could actually be here all night and just talk to you about amazing films, amazing documentaries, amazing... Oh yeah, before I forget, this film is not yet rated. I would highly recommend anybody out there, if you want to know more about the MPAA, the Motion Picture Association of America, the most bullshit crap that has ever been created, I would highly recommend that film. I'm probably going to post a trailer of this and the 3 films, and probably some other goodies in the bottom that I'm gonna think of. But yeah, okay. Now let's go with the last one, and of his trilogy, Dead or Alive, or in the UK, Brain Dead. Why they didn't use Brain Dead in the US is Kevin Tenney or whatever, did a film in the US called Brain Dead. So yeah, it's mostly why the reason they don't use it. They don't use that name in the US. The director of Night of the Demons. Amazing film, by the way. The sequel was good. The third one was... the remake was good, was decent. But the original Night of Demons will always be the most amazing film. Witchboard, I've never actually... I don't remember watching that one, but yeah. Dead Alive. Lionel has to stop his mother because his mother was infected by a creature from the Amazon, all that they brought into a zoo. So she dies. She comes back as some sort of zombie-like creature and all that, and starts infecting the town. So Lionel is pretty much an idiot and doesn't really figure out what's going on and everything, and he thinks that what's happening to his mother is really, I don't know, it just it's just bizarre, but nothing really goes cuckoo. How would I say this? Nothing clicks in his head. But probably one of my favorite scenes has to be with the preacher and the 3 teenagers, bullies, or damn it, or the greasers. How can I say this? The greasers, something like that. And when they wake up and all that, they got killed during the film, and they wake up, and the preacher has to kill them. And probably one of my favorite lines in the entire film. I think it's I kick ass for the Lord or something like that. Really awesome scene. Love that dialogue. The entire film, a little disgusting. Sorry about that. Hey, I talk about gore. I have some disgusting thing in my mouth, so I have a loogie, so whatever. And I'm not drunk yet, so yeah. And also the dinner scene with Lionel, his mother, and his uncle, and his aunt, or something like that. When they're eating all sorts of weird food or whatever, and they have the nurse there. I think no, the nurse comes in later. Anyways, he has his mother there, and like the guests don't really suspect anything, and she's really like, she's dead. He can barely fucking sit or whatever. But yeah, it's like nobody really pays attention. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about the film. Again, oh yeah, before I forget, the legendary lawnmower scene. Everybody has to see. Highly recommended movie just for that scene. Not compared, but I mean, in 1993 and all that, it was really fucked up. But it's pretty much beaten by a lot of films, which a lot of them haven't seen. A Serbian film, Salo, 120 Days of Sodom. Heard a lot of, I don't know, mixed reviews on all sorts of films and all that, and I watch a lot of trailers, and probably the trilogy of films that probably one day from Toe Tag. Pretty sure a lot of you guys out there that are really underground. Toe Tag, Underground, no, it's, damn it, it's, doesn't really come to mind right now. Anyways, it's the toe tag films, trilogy of films that made toe tag what it is, the film company. Which doesn't really come to mind right now, so it's about, what time is it? Wow, it's 12:01 a.m. Yeah, what else can I say about a trilogy of films and some other stuff? Like I said, beginning. Like I said in the beginning, I just would like them to release this in a true trilogy, box set and all that, with commentary, deleted scenes, making of, alternate endings. This one right here, I'm pretty sure it has a lot of alternate endings. I'm pretty sure there's at least one alternate ending to this fucking film. And this one too. This one too. None of these tree films and all that have any special features. You can go in the UK, you can go in Australia, you can go anywhere. There's no special features. But I do think in the UK there's the uncut, longer version of the film. I think there's a little more, a couple minutes more of gore or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty much that. It's really a shame that three amazing films like that, as big as Peter Jackson is, have never had any special treatment and all that. They had some Blu-rays, but I heard it was pretty bad. The quality of the image and all that was pretty bad. So I don't think I'm gonna buy them right now. Just wait until one day. Probably he's gonna release a fourth and probably final film, and I'm crossing my fingers that is gonna be his last film that he ever did, ever does and all that, just to please the fan base, because Just Still Alive has, pretty sure, a big, humongous fucking fan base. I don't know for Meet the Feebles, but since I watched that movie, I could actually watch it at least once a week and never get sick of it. Love the movie to death. Probably my least favorite one has to be this one. It's still good, but the other two are way better, in my opinion, than Bad Taste. Okay, that's pretty much what I have to say, everybody. Now I'm going. Either call me Moby or either call me, I don't know, Moby. I don't sing, but I'm Moby. Bye.